Italy, during the Hundred Years' War, 1337 to 1453, was not a unified country but a collection of city-states and kingdoms, each with its own political and economic interests. While the main theaters of the war were located in France and England, Italy was drawn into the conflict due to its strategic position in the Mediterranean and its involvement in trade, mercenary services, and diplomatic alliances. Early Italian involvement. At the outset of the Hundred Years' War, Italy was primarily concerned with local politics, such as internal struggles between the Papal States, Milan, Florence, Venice, and other city-states. However, the growing influence of France and England in European politics eventually brought Italy into the war. While the Italian peninsula did not directly participate in large-scale battles like those fought in northern France, its involvement was significant in terms of alliances, mercenary activity, and naval engagements. The role of mercenaries. The Italian condottieri. One of Italy's key contributions to the Hundred Years' War was the provision of mercenaries, known as condottieri. These were professional soldiers for hire, many of whom played a crucial role in both French and English armies. Italian condottieri were often employed by both sides due to their expertise in battlefield tactics and their ability to command large, disciplined forces. Notably, Milan and Venice were major sources of these mercenaries. For example, Milan's Visconti family was engaged in military conflicts with both the French and the papacy during the period, and their mercenaries fought in various campaigns. Similarly, the Florentine and Venetian republics provided troops and financial support, with Venice maintaining its own interest in protecting its trade routes and territorial holdings in the Mediterranean. Venetian and papal interests. Venice, a major maritime power, was primarily focused on protecting its vast trade network, which spanned across the Mediterranean and into Europe. While Venice did not engage in direct combat during the Hundred Years' War, it provided naval support to France, primarily to counter the English threat in the Mediterranean. Venetian ships were essential for maintaining French naval power, particularly against the English. The Papal States were also involved due to their alliance with France. The Pope, based in Avignon, later returning to Rome, supported the French cause and provided military and diplomatic backing. This relationship was particularly crucial during the Avignon papacy, when the French monarchy exerted significant influence over the papacy. The Papal States themselves, however, were primarily concerned with maintaining their independence from both France and the Holy Roman Empire. Italian city-states and their shifting alliances. The city-states of Italy were politically fragmented and often shifted allegiances depending on the evolving circumstances of the war. Milan initially sided with France because of dynastic ties, but later, after the death of the Visconti ruler, Milan's loyalty changed several times, reflecting the city's shifting power dynamics. Florence, on the other hand, was generally more aligned with England due to economic ties and mutual opposition to French expansionism. Meanwhile, Naples found itself caught between competing influences. As an important southern Italian kingdom, it was frequently the subject of French and English diplomacy, with both powers vying for influence over the region. Naval engagements and Mediterranean struggles. Though Italy did not witness the major land battles of the Hundred Years' War, the Italian states were actively involved in naval engagements. Genoa and Venice were often in conflict with one another and also served as allies of either France or England at different times. The Mediterranean was a significant battleground for naval forces, with both French and English navies attempting to disrupt the other supply lines, making the Italian city-states key players in the maritime aspect of the war. Conclusion. Italy's involvement in the Hundred Years' War was characterized by shifting alliances, mercenary involvement, and strategic contributions to both land and naval warfare. While Italy itself did not see large-scale battles like those in France and England, the peninsula played a crucial role in the broader geopolitical dynamics of the war. The contribution of Italian city-states through military service, mercenaries, and naval power significantly impacted the conflict, helping shape the outcome of the war in ways that extended beyond the borders of France and England.